I saw it in the paper. Who's gonna take the weight? And we decided to come check it out. And it was like, the minute I walked in and everybody started talking, it was like, it rocked me to the core. It was just like I identified. And for, I've sort of suffered in silence over a lot of this stuff for years. I did things wrong. And, as I was walking through talking, I realized that everybody else had the same issues. And now that I study all of this, I think it's by design that we don't reach the American dream. It really is just a dream. By design that we don't reach the American dream. Because it's true. I've blamed myself. You fail. Peter gets pissed or Paul gets pissed. Somebody's always mad, It's like, I want my money. If you have X amount of dollars, you have to divide it out. My grandmother always taught me that there's two things that come first. Let's keep that roof over your head and eat. And the rest of it, we've lived without electricity.
Really?
Many times. Because we couldn't pay that bill, and it was more important to eat.
Yep.
And our kids learn.
Yeah, we get pretty resourceful, actually.
Yes, we're very resourceful.
Yeah,
get the bucket out, because there's I guess it's like an artesian well or
actually,
whatever.
we used to have an old wood cook stove that we actually would have a big pot of water on, and we'd bathe the kids in it.
We heat the water on the
wood stove.
In a big canning kettle. That's where they got their bath. But to get water, we went out in
there's an old well there.
Stone well.
Probably been there for
Drop
150 years.
in.
Some of the best times we've had is when we had it for us. We've never had to go on welfare or anything. I've never used food stamps or anything like that. Not that I really got anything against it for anybody that needs it, but we get to where we're eating the wallpaper,
I grew up on a farm. We raised beef cattle, pig. My grandmother was the type of person that if you walked into her house, you ate. If she saw someone who she thought needed a meal, they came in. It didn't matter who you were, where you were, she would feed them. That's just the way she was. Two things that come first. Let's keep that roof over your head and eat.
It used to be any kid growing up could go work on a farm. Many adults could go work on a farm. But the farms are all gone. They're all gone.
You can't make a living farming anymore. And
that we know of.
Right. Well, you can, but it's not legal.
Right.
The problems are that where we come from is so depressed, and there's nothing there. The farms are gone. The thing about the fracking is a really tough issue with us, because we actually almost jumped on board.
Well, the natural gas under us is a big
in the rocks, and they
They
flow
fracture
the
it.
water
They
and
fracture.
chemicals down into the rock at high pressure and split the rock apart to release the gas. People are jumping on board because they think it's the only way they're ever going to save their land. There's nothing else to do. Every year the taxes go up. That's why we were going to do it, and it's the same with everybody else. It's about the dollar.
If it comes to the dollar bill, by God, they're going to cut corners every time.
We all know that.
We all know that.
And we thought the money, at first, was how we were going to get through and save the farm.
No.
But
it's not anymore.
right, we came to understand that money can't ever replace the land. We came together because we have a dream that the land does something good. It's 56 acres, stream, trees.
Right in the middle is almost like a little amphitheater, so if you're in the center of it rises up around you, and natural bleachers.
Perhaps we could conclude this then with a mission statement of Occupy Farms, which is to prove a viable alternative to these basically dead-end options that these people face. And we can prove that on your farm, and then we could send you folks and send the example across the world. That's how people can maybe create something sustainable and human.
I really like that idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should stop while we're ahead then.
Yes, we should quit while we're ahead.